You recognize it, don't you? This is the journal, but...
Huh? What? What the hell?
Did some idiot touch the spire door again?
Have the vengeful souls returned?
Ah! All
And you preserve to rear your child for the day, falling victim to selfish ambitions. I, the word king, I shall travel. I clean nursing battleship up for a final time. Vengeful, of which some earth. Oh, suffering at yours with burned away. As the letters according to the number chapter of Castle history in flame strong as holy Valor.
The king's descendant has finally deigned to step foot here, the sinful legacy of her forebears coursing through her veins. We cried out incessantly, for how could we remain silent? Yet to have our cries reach only the ears of the loathsome royal line, a cruel fate indeed. For why did we cry? Our children held captive is why. Trapped within the spire, beaten by chilling winds, guarded by the king's mighty knight. Do you yet wonder why we still cling to this realm? Would a mother, a father, abandon their own child?
That knight was formerly the guard captain of Noir III. It is said his martial prowess was only surpassed by his loyalty to his king. A loyalty so boundless that he, with the aid of alchemy, abandoned his humanity and became, in all senses, a monster in order to better serve his lord. This sacrifice robbed him of his flesh, and when the deed was done, he was reborn as the frightful Phantom Knight, charged with guarding this place eternally.
Somewhere in the castle is the scroll of the alchemist. That scroll should allow you to call forth the Phantom Knight. I beseech thee, smite down the Phantom Knight and set our children free. I wish to feel my children in my arms one last time.
Were you talking to ghosts? Actual ghosts? Look, I should let you know, I'm allergic to paranormal activity. You need to know how to find a scroll belonging to the ancient alchemist. You think I keep a mental log of every text I see? Do I look like a librarian? I believe there was a special task force assigned to guarding important documents. The problem is, this unit headed by Commander Randall is always changing location. No need to worry, though. It's not hard to get our hands on the info we need. All we need is a document showing where personnel are stationed. Let's nab it off a rookie over there. why am I not fighting alongside you? Are you so heartless, adventurer? Practically yesterday I was breaking bread with these guys. Killing them would feel crummy. Let's have a look here. Hey, careful! It's a long way down, and I've got a feeling all the king's horses and men aren't interested in putting me back together again. Looks like... Huh! They're at that spire! We can get there by climbing this ladder. What? This is all that's left of Commander Randall's unit? I'd recommend keeping your guard up. Could still be a trap. What? No, no. It was only thanks to your heroic distraction that I could get here first. Don't get bent out of shape about it. Take a look at this flower pot. Pretty suspicious, eh?
It's an average-looking flower pot that has dried out recently. Growing flowers, favorite pastime. Deserters, late captain, it doesn't take care of. The dirty flower pot is cover a steel hey. Something can open.
Oh, brilliant! From what I can make of this map, there might be something down there. Aha! Next to the door, that box. Do you see it?
Oh,
Box covered in dust. You open the box with the worms. Despite it, unash. Yes. Exterior, it's overflowing with all sorts of things. Then you find a dark scroll called unknown letter.
Ooh, to think that I had my doubts about the success of this mission. We should head over there next, up the ladder to our exit.
Wait, someone's looking for behind you. Touch in. I think. Speak.
The Phantom Knight is a solitary force serving only Noir III. It's folly to think reading off a scroll alone would summon it at your whim. The ruins of that spire you're attempting to approach was raised here by none other than the immortal alchemist himself, Caphras. He swayed the king with promises of immortality, but unfortunately for the king, Caphras' true intentions laid elsewhere. Bringing the evil god Hadum into this world required the most evil of acts, the ritual sacrifice of pure and innocent lives. It is fortunate that the ritual ended in failure, but the power that lingers in these ruins of pure black stones remains strong. The souls trapped within are bound here, waiting for one who can free them of the chains that eternally bind them. My name is Croxus of Whale, proud knight of Kron. I dared speak out before the king, and for that, I was executed. The reason Gear froze at the sight of the Phantom Knight is because my flesh was imprisoned by his hands. I too have waited a long time for this. For you who shall break the chains of vengeance.
Why did you stop so abruptly? The ladies are waiting. Hurry and climb the ladder. Adventures first.
You've returned, adventurer. We were worried that you had suffered some kind of accident.
Do you know how many years I've stood guard here? I could climb the castle with my eyes closed.
Wow, that's impressive, I guess. But why were you kicked out again?
After all I've done, you're not thinking of leaving me behind, are you? I mean, honestly speaking, our whole situation didn't sit right with me. We were all suffering from ghostly nightmares at night while being bloodied and bruised from brawling with goblins during the day, all for the sake of protecting some tiny piece of land with some rundown ruins. What are we putting our lives at stake for? A man's life is precious to him, innit? I felt I'd earned a bonus of sorts. Just so happened the men who caught me pilfering the captain's room didn't agree. You happy now? Let's get a move on. To the Chamber of Secrets over yonder.
That quiet chamber.
All right, we can relax a bit now. The spire is right above us. Everyone's too afraid of the Phantom Knight's curse to approach here anyway.
Huh? What is that chest you've been lugging around? And that scroll? What on earth? This is... Kavris' own handwriting! This can summon forth the Phantom Knight, you say? Oh, let me see that. Where is... Oh! Doom Fahora Kahaliak? This can't be... This scroll bears the orders of Hadum, the god of darkness! The words on the scroll mean nothing if the king isn't the one to speak them. The Phantom Knight only heeds his call. And he's been gone ages. His kingdom in ruin. And even the kingdom that came after. All trace of him gone. But... no. Do you think...
The dreams I've dreamt thus far can't be mere coincidence. The blood that flows in my veins may rouse the night to my call.
Hold on. You're not some legendary adventurer like your grandpa or your great-uncle Lancelot. Are you sure this'll work?
Coincidence and fate are two sides of the same coin. As grandfather likes to say when he's on a hot streak in Yar. Eileen, stand at the altar and read aloud the scroll's incantation. Then I, bearer of royal blood, shall call upon the Phantom Knight. As for your role, adventurer, please take down the Phantom Knight.
do this. Thee who renounced thyself, pledging sword to something greater, O knight who's pledged unyielding devotion to Grod.
I, a Bartali, summon thee by thine oath. Hatum Vora, Kaheliak.
King of Kron, may you live forever.
The door to the spire has finally opened.
And look there! My word! A relic of Khafra's lies right before my eyes! Oh, never thought I'd beat Clorens to such a sight.
No time to stand gawking. Hurry! To the spire with you. Take the ladies. Me? The remaining deserters may have been alerted by now. So I'll stay here and stand watch. Quickly now.
Understood. Then, let us ascend this tragic spire.
This is the place. Just like in Emma's dreams. This is amazing.
Because of my ancestor, King Noir III, and his collusion with the immortal alchemist Khafras, the poor souls that befell their wicked plot called out to me.
Now has finally come the time to bring peace to their endless suffering. Go on. beautiful.
I'm sorry. I pray you find peace.
That's it. What is Eagle? Press. Right.
Ah, what is this light? I don't sense any sadness, but rather warmth. Like home. Except without Florence.
Could it be the stories left by the freed souls? Their sentiments of gratitude for not forgetting about them. This light must be a gift for all of us. I believe it's time we return, back to our ordinary lives.
And suddenly, an impressive display of fireworks. Then someone came along and went pow right in his big red nose.
Papa, don't forget my present.
Of course not. Listen to your mother now, you hear? I shall return with a Highdale cocktail dress for my little princess.
Finally, some room to breathe. Onwards to Highdale.
If I can get Yar, I've still got a chance.
About as much chance as catching Red-Nose locking lips with Kiev.
Well, they do say no news is good news. But still...
What? Darling!
Everything must go well tomorrow.
Why, hello there, adventurer. Oh, such nice weather. If only an adventurer would come buy up all my wares so I can close early. I'm kidding. I was just about to close up shop anyway. It's been a while since Emma returned to Velia. I wonder where she could be. Shall we look for her by the old wharf? Emma always enjoyed the sea breeze while staring off into the distance. It's Emma! What did I tell you? Hey, Emma! What are you doing here?
Nothing. Adventurer, thanks again. Because of you, I was able to wash away some of my ancestral sins.
So here you are. Our house has waited a long time for this moment. For the breaker of chains who freed those souls. I misjudged you as little more than a greenhorn playing an adventurer.
And I thought I'd found the perfect partner in tomfoolery.
I never would have guessed you to be the one to save our village.
I'm sorry, Igor. This doesn't seem fishy to you. That man who gave the black stones to Red Nose and Geeth.
Oh, come on, Doc. I mean, the foul mood has finally been chased from Velia. And besides, this poor adventurer must be starving by now. Right, Emma?
Mm-hmm. Adventurer, if it's all right with you, it would be our honor to treat you to a simple meal.
But, not quite yet. Chief, could you entertain the adventurer for a bit?
Eileen and I will run ahead to prepare. Take your time, but don't be too late.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen my dear Emma smile like that. Thank you for shining a ray of sunlight upon House Bartali. While the girls are preparing the meal, would you mind paying Lorenzo Murray, the stable keeper in the southern part of the village, a visit? The villagers have prepared a small token of their appreciation for you. Also, there's an important guest who's come all the way here to find you. I do believe I've taken enough of your time. You should head off now. Have a lovely time with the girls. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget, Velia is always open to you.
Made my decision.
You are not working properly.
Vanquishing Rednose, Geeth, and now some Phantom Knight. You're building quite the reputation. I've even heard the title Breaker of Chains. Lady Jarette Domingat of Great Serendia, long may she reign, has made the long journey here to extend an invitation to you to Heidel.
Back then, when you said you were Eden's stooge, that was a lie, am I right? Someone of your caliber would never stoop so low as to work beneath that ruffian. Anyway, thanks to your efforts, the goblin threat has been greatly diminished, and trade between Serendia and Velia has been reopened. You've also caught the eye of Grand Chamberlain Jordine Ducasse, who's extended an official invitation to you as well. Come now, let's pack your things and prepare for the journey to Heidel. Don't make us wait too long now. Let us take our leave, Roig.
Yes, my lady, we shall depart immediately. Now you, the Grand Chamberlain is a busy man. Don't forget, if you dally too long, you would be losing one of the greatest opportunities of your life.
thought someone was in big trouble. To have Princess Jarette of Serendia come to my stable of all places. There's a lunchbox that Lady Islin put together here, a bit of carrots from Lagia Farm there, and Buster's snacks all over the... yeesh. Anywho, the chief prepared a few things here and there. A trusty horse is crucial if you wish to head all the way over to Heidel. Then, see you again sometime in the near future. Velia is always open to you.
Get you up here. Gidiyor. Some lights. Oh. Have fun. Such a festival. Not.
Oh, adventurer, you've arrived. You must be starving.
It's not much, but we've prepared what we have as best we could.
Well, look who it is. The personal guest of Grand Chamberlain Jardine himself.
Oh my! Are you leaving for Heidel? My goodness. I hear all the men there are gorgeous. I'm so jealous.
I guess Velia pales in comparison.
Well, Velia is homely enough for me.
Homely?
Whew. Oh, I'm stuffed. Your cooking is the best, Emma. Well, I'm off to take a nap.
I hope the food was to your liking, adventurer. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I'm not sure if it was my best. Maybe, when you return from Heidel, I could prepare another meal for you? Properly this time.
Heidelians always say, time is like wine. Waste not a drop. Best not to keep the Grand Chamberlain waiting. And remember, when you're in Velia, you shop at Eileen's. If I catch you around Clarence's store, well, I'd be absolutely heartbroken.
Came up. Oh. Time. Next time. Hey. Come. Bye, tweet.
parasitic bees.
Come on now.
Welcome, adventurer.
Our town is peaceful. Have a pleasant stay.
The fish are taking the bite.
Be careful when you're out of town.
Deliver this directly to Lady Emma. She need know the truth of her grandfather. Despite his aloof demeanor, there's none in all the land who cares for her quite like he does. Infiltrating the forest in that preposterous goblin get-up. All at the command of the chief, for her sake. He sought any means that might rid her of her nightmares, at any cost. Well, look who it is! Who thought I'd see you again? It is I, Grusha, the Goblin. Ridiculously good looking, ain't I? Well, take a good look now, because I'm leaving Velia. There's no longer any goblin threat, thanks to you. Though that hasn't put a stop to her ladyship's nightmares. It truly does pain me to see her suffer so. And so I've made up my mind. Like you, I too shall head out into the world to broaden my horizons, leaving a feeble scout, and someday returning a knight to watch over her ladyship. I have you to thank for this as well. I hope we meet again. Until then, may hope light your way through the toughest of times.
Halt! There will be an inspection. Just playing with you. It's a joke. I'm Kirkley, affiliated with Heidel. It's a pleasure to meet you.
it's in even in Serendia. And we started this main screen. It's grass. Ogavo. Okay.
Now that we've resumed trade with Velia, Heidel's roads are busier than ever. Are you headed to Serendia? May I ask the purpose of your visit? Ah, I recognize the Domungot seal. Please head over to the Northern Guard camp. Oh, and there's a wagon that's running behind schedule. I'd appreciate it if you keep an eye out for it on the way.
This is a right mess. Gods above. What's to be done? My little girl was gonna be worried sick. First it was those damn goblins, and now imps are running about with pickaxes. Oh, for the love of... Oh! Oh, an adventurer. Oh, you couldn't have come at a better time. If it's not too much trouble, could you gather some logs to fix my wagon? Thieves will pick my wagon clean of wares if I leave it unattended. Please say you help me. I promise I'll return a favour. I'm sure my daughter's already worried sick about her old man. The quicker I can return home, the better. Yeah, this should be more than enough. I'll get it fixed up quick and head on home. You're headed to Idle, right? I'd keep an eye out for imps coming from the mines if I were you. Oh, you'd think that hero taking down Red Nose and Gearth would set things straight. But there's always something, isn't there? I heard the Northern Guard camp is Iron Sword Arms. If you need a job, I'd reckon that's your best bet. You would certainly be a welcome sight. Adventurers of your caliber are hard to come by. By the gods! Where have all the elite soldiers of Greater Serendia gone? Did they really just give us all the greenhorns? Here of all places. Hey, you good-for-nothing louts! Call yourselves soldiers when you can't even handle a few imps with pickaxes! Hmm? Ah, you must be the guest Lady Jarrett spoke of. Here's your pass. It will allow you entry into Heidel. Someday they'll send me some real fighters. Can't very well make a slug into a soldier now, can I? As you can see, it's a bloody mess. Damn those imps. They used to be peaceful, obedient workers. Since we struck black stone in the mines, they've gone completely mad. The sweet fruits of our labor turned to ash in our mouths, as they say. Those in power, knowingly or not, constantly demanded more from our mine. And for our protection, they dispatched nothing but these unseasoned whelps. Look, you're Lady Jarrett's guest, so I'd rather you stay safe. Best not keep her ladyship waiting if you can help it.
By Elions, mate! Could that be the one who toppled Red Nose and Gearth? The saviour of Con Castle? The breaker of chains? Aye, you do justice to the rumours. You're exactly as they say. Wow! Can I shake your hand? It's such an honour.
Wow! To think that fabled adventurer would be before us. I hate to ask this of a hero, but we could really use your help before you go. For the one who felled the Phantom Knight in a single blow, this should be a mere walk in the park. Help us put our troubles in the mind to rest, would you? These greenhorn will drive me to an early grave if the imps don't get me first.
Oh, none of them. So very ungrateful, wretched. Their keys. Venture. Show the place. Practically working. Thank you. First one. Serenity.
Can you head into the mine and clear them out for me? If they're not dealt with soon, we'll never meet our quota.
With all due respect, sir, the imps are practically brothers to us. We can't betray those we worked alongside for so long, can we?
Shut your leaky trap! I'm in command here! Where was I? Do well with this, and I'll pen a letter of recommendation to the Grand Chamberlain himself.
Quality and interior feature. In hand with each how could speak thing rested in my name. You can see that has already lightened up the us for a hefty reward, right?
Felt like I waited forever and a day for you to return. How did your venture fare? So they weren't just baseless rumors after all. Your skills are indeed as formidable as they say. Right. I'll get that letter pen right away. Got any paper on you? Camp's fresh out. Oh! The Duke of Serendia's seal? Why, Elion, you're full of surprises, aren't you? Let's see. Right, I'll just emphasize this bit here. Oh, yes, I'll make sure I remember that. Yes. Scroll. Yes, that should do it. Here you go. If you meet Lady Jarette and the Grand Chamberlain, be sure to let them know old Jimkus has the North well under control. Of course, it'll add weight to your achievements, no doubt. I'm sure you understand.
Like the them. Remember the sight of honey. Wait. Yes.
It's a pleasure to see you again. I never had the opportunity to thank you for your heroic deeds in Balneso. Yes, I heard you resolved many troubles in Balneso while I was away. My daughter extends her deepest thanks. She often felt overshadowed by her sister. Yet now, her letters are bursting with a newfound confidence. Ah, there's something I wanted to show you. I've been comparing the observational notes sent by Eileen.
Recently, with the mining of black stones from the nearby quarry, creatures contaminated by the black stones had begun appearing.
So you're Eden's walking relic. I'm Yaz. Wanna be friends? I've never been friends with a relic before, living or otherwise.
Yaz, we promised to mind our manners to outsiders.
I am being nice. Besides, I've got a feeling we'll see each other a lot more.
All the pumpkins here have transformed.
Don't get too close.
This doesn't bode well.
The widespread appearance of these things seems to coincide with the incident at the stone chamber.
Huh? Is it saying something?
Pardon?
Yes.
It said, our Lord will fulfill our wish. Also, our blood-red Lord lies buried here.
Blood red?
Master?
The symbol of Hexa. Could it be Belmoon? Creator of the Shadow Knights. A name I've not heard in a long time. These events are connected to Belmorn, the king of ancient Hexa.
The Knights of Dawn defeated the king of Hexa and the evil god Kazaka 150 years ago, didn't they? That ancient kingdom lies in ruin, leagues from here. Why would something of Hexa be here in Serendia?
I agree. We should not take this lightly. I shall consult Freyro in Glish.
I'll rendezvous with our society contact, then make my way to Coronda Ridge.
Make certain you do, Owen. You're the only one who can verify the power of the relic.
Eden, don't underestimate the dangers of Coronda Ridge. Make sure you bring Yaz along to protect you. You'll protect each other.
Yaz, honestly, is that necessary? I'd rather fight Belmorn alone, blindfolded even.
Huh? Who needs protecting? I don't want to fight Belmorn. I'll just go with you, Orwin. Oh, hey, Orwin! Where are you going? Wait for me!
So, adventurer, what is it that brings you all the way to Serendia? Ah, the Golden Lion of Serendia. He's not someone you should overlook. I sense a peculiar energy here, not unlike your black spirit. Please tread with caution. It's still somehow different. I trust you to take care of yourself, but never let the black spirit take over.
Don't listen. That's the old man. That's the only one. What it? Amor. Orbe is big deal. see suspicious in someone in the tree and get the something. Be a black stone? Nah. Valid. Off he goes. Get over. The man in black robe.
Belmont, Monarch of Darkness and founder of the Shadow Knights. Impeccable timing. Right after the incident at the Stone Chamber.
Yes, there's likely some connection, but I can't say for certain. Right now, finding a solution takes precedence over pinpointing the cause.
I don't disagree. So, Master Lewiston has gone to meet with Freyro.
Indeed. Meanwhile, I'm headed to Coronda Ridge.
Yummy bread.
Please look after Yaz.
Martha! Luffy! Hey! That's
So I'm
my
stuck
bread.
with her. I'd rather head to Calpheon.
Oh,
Or even
my.
fight Belmont myself.
This one.
Funny.
That
That's exactly what Eden said.
Look, why don't we just switch missions and... Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
Ah, we meet again. Oust, this is the adventure I spoke of. Now I really must get going. Bye!
Hold on. There she goes. So, you know Orwin? I've heard a bit about you. Why do you ask? Oh, you're searching for a man in black robes. Not me, I'm afraid. Just a similar fashion sense, I suppose. Still wary of me. Not sure how I can put your mind at ease. Would you like me to turn out my pockets? See? Nothing. Not even enough coin to buy something as expensive as a black stone. That reminds me, since you're acquainted with Orwin, you must know her shy friend as well, no? On the off chance you're good with children, I'll happily pay... Hey! Where are you going? I didn't even tell you how much I'll pay!
Good. Guy was our man in black robe. Can ask that, but not on him. Help.
Though I did expect you much sooner. As today's a special day, I will let it pass. Adventurer, your timing couldn't have been better. It's starting soon. Such a rare occurrence, you should count yourself lucky that you'll be present for it. Come now, I do not wish to miss a single moment of him. The royal inspection? A grand opportunity to feast your eyes upon my dearest Jordine's radiant countenance. Now don't give me that look. I know you've no such spectacles of grandeur in a backwater cesspool like Velia. Of course, he is my betrothed after all. He is also one of the country's highest officials. If I pulled him away from his duty every time I wished to see him, the nation of Serendia would all but collapse from his absence. We must be responsible with the lives he and I will one day rule over together. Now let's get going, adventurer. Do hurry, will you? Your memory loss is no excuse to make a lady like myself lead the way. Now go on.
soul in Serendia who's tougher than me. War's done and dusted. So what are we trading for, eh?
Harry, was it?
Huh?
Rumor has it you're the strongest one here.
Grand Chamberlain.
No, it's fine. Give me a show of that strength. If you can best me, I'll make you wealthy beyond imagination.
Ha! You certain, my lord? Got your word on that? All right, then. Don't blink now, lads! It'll be rags to riches in a flash for me, eh?
Of the Serendia.
Huh. Wait, wasn't there supposed to be an inspection today?
Now show me what you're made of.
Don't mind if I do.
Is that all?
Blast. My hand just slipped.
You lack proper fundamentals. Train harder.
Yes, my lord.
Proud sons of Serendia. Yes, war may be behind us for now. But to our west, we have imps, while Fogans and Nagas have surrounded Flesh. Orcs, bloody monastery zealots and Viragi bandits, yet breathe down our necks. Will you stand by and let these monsters threaten the safety of your wives and children?
No, sir!
Do not forget, Calpheon is our overlord. They are not our ally. In the south, Baron Alfonso Rundi has his blade pointing menacingly at us. Once we topple him, our true battle shall finally begin. When the time comes, our country's heroes will be rewarded with fortune and glory. So train hard, overcome your fears, and prepare to make our enemies kneel before us. The glory and splendor of Serendia rests upon your very shoulders. Who is with me?
Oh, my Jordine. You bear the burden of 1,000,000,000 lesser men. My hunky Giga Jord.
Affected, isn't it? Or some rest. What's that? No.
I am relieved to know we have such well-trained forces in Serendia. It's all because of Sir Jordine, my betrothed. How did he manage to gather such a formidable force? I am proud, but cannot shake this lingering fear. What if Calphion orders their disbandment? Does your memory loss include the history of the entire world? Fine. As a sophisticated lady of Serendia, I shall explain it to you. Listen well.
Oh.
You are aware of how precious blackstones are, yes? Around a decade ago, blackstones were discovered in the western part of Serendia. When word reached Calphion, they dissolved our alliance and declared war. Of course, they gave countless reasons. But with a decade-long history of warring over black stones in the desert, the facade was hardly necessary. We resisted as best we could, but that was a war we simply could not win. To my utter shame, I, the once proud princess of Serendia, was taken hostage. My brave and gallant savior was none other than our esteemed Jordine Ducasse. Shortly thereafter, my father surrendered and faced the war tribunal in Calphion. My father, the original king of this land, is now but the Duke of Serendia. The regrettable result of bending the knee to our Calphionian conquerors. You see, my mother, the former queen, was a princess of Calphion's Seric royal family. This allowed my father to maintain power in Serendia, even if only as its duke. The great irony is that Calphion now has no throne, no king at all. However, production cannot keep up with their demand, and Calphion is still pressuring us to produce more. That's why I hired that rogue Eden to travel to even the most remote corners of the mountains in search of black crystals. Consider it a gift for my beloved Serendia's future duke. Your glazed-over eyes tell me you still fail to grasp my meaning. Though I may be the Duke's youngest daughter, my brothers were kind enough to pass from this world and leave me as sole heir. So, when Sir Jordine takes my hand in marriage, we will become the rulers of this land. Understand now? Why am I even telling you all this? When we first met, your stench was so foul, I needed to stand upwind. Anyway, let's go and meet Sir Jordine. He's a busy man. We may not get the chance later on. Go on, hurry. Wait, Father is with him. I wonder what they're discussing.
Grand Chamberlain, are you certain of this? I fear this may spell the end of Serendia. I am aware you had your share of hardships in the war, but it pales in comparison to what they did to me.
The die has been cast, Your Grace.
Do you truly believe them blind?
Your Grace, the pieces are nearly all in place. The final piece is justification.
They will realize what we're doing.
I am aware. I assure you, Your Grace. I will proceed with even greater caution now.
I only wish for you and Jarrett to be happy.
Your Grace, Serendia is being exploited. Who could find happiness in such a state? Rest assured, Your Grace, I will see it done. And you may come in, my lady. I recall you were to introduce me to someone today.
Oh, Sir Jordine, you knew. I merely wished not to disturb you. Oh, Sir Geordie.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Jordine Ducasse, Grand Chamberlain of Serendia. I've heard much of your adventures from Lady Jarrett. I hear you are an exceptionally skilled individual. I always welcome talent, unless it be Calphionian. Would you lend Serendia your strength?
What? Why are you hesitating? Answer quickly, this is a golden opportunity. What are you doing? Answer him at once. This is not a chance that should be missed.
I have high expectations for you, and of course I will return the favor any way I can. Treasures, rank, honor, you name it. Anything in return for your aid to Serendia.
I am searching for Ezra by Twitch.
The woman who wrought chaos upon Medea? Why? That's a tale from some time ago. I will contact you soon with your task. If that is all, please excuse me. The Serendian court will soon be in session. I have preparations to make. It is a pleasure to meet.
Everything I've done was for the glory of Heidel.
Ah.
Everything I've done was for the glory of Heidel. Everything I've done was for the glory of Heidel. History will recognize this.
Or un favor che gli. Oh. Claro. ¿Qué? Side. Forward. Talking. It. Yeah. Hey.
Everything I've done was for the glory of Heidel. History will recognize this. Everything I've done was for the glory of Heidel. History will recognize this.
4 times first. Claro. Gracias. Okay. Amazing.
Everything I've done was for the glory of Heidel.
Talk freely.
History will recognize this.
We keep talking. Minimum favor. So. Order. Ah, yeah.
I am Crucio Domingot, the Lord of Heidel. You look familiar. Are you an adventurer? I am Crucio Domingot.
Okay. Continue.
Well, that was not what I expected. I thought he'd be more enthusiastic about you. Clearly, greater fanfare was required on my part. Maybe I'll hire the Oyun statue jesters next time. Just don't forget that you're the first one I've ever recommended to Sir Jordine, understood? Seems like you've yet to be given any orders, so... Ah, it's your first time in Heidel, isn't it? I have a place I'd like you to see.
Okay. Oh.
Give it to me! Hello there, I'm Laura. Oh, Lady Jarrett. Thank you for your generous contributions to the orphanage. Clementina asked me to thank you for her. Lucas and Jean also wanted to send along their sincere gratitude.
There's no need to thank me at every opportunity. These are the sort of advantages that come with my friendship.
So you're a friend of Lady Jarrett. Pleasure's all mine. Name's Laura. I look forward to doing business with you. As this is our first meeting, and you being a friend of Lady Jarrett's, here's some potions on the house. I'm sure you'll be back once you test their efficacy for yourself. Potions are a shy specialty. Oh, and all the profits from potion sales go straight to the Glitch Orphanage. So shop till you drop.
Laura, there's no need to go to such lengths. Surely a single potion sample will be more profitable.
Don't you worry about me, Lady Jarrett. I have 10 years of experience under my belt.
Indeed, your shop is held in high esteem for a reason. I'm off then. Send my regards to the children. Heidel must seem worlds apart from the quaint simplicity of Velia. I do admit it feels quite different to me today as well, truth be told. This city I tread each day was beginning to lose its charm. However, it somehow takes on new life with you at my side. Well, it's about time to seek out some work that needs doing. A competent hand always leads with action. A city has a way of running amok if its leadership slacks off. One must stay diligent to maintain control. Well, why not take a walk around Heidel? There's bound to be citizens in need of aid. A city has a way of running amok if its leadership slacks off. One must stay I suppose you don't know the city well enough yet. Where shall we start? A city has a way of running amok if its leadership slacks off. One must stay diligent to maintain control. Well, why not take a walk around Heidel? There's bound to be citizens in need of aid. A city has a way of running amok if its leadership slacks. Yes, good idea. A city has a way of running amok if Yes, good idea. A city has a way of running amok. Yes, a great idea. A city has a way.
Okay.
Greetings, adventurer. Just the one I was looking for. Could you lend me
A city has a way of running amok if its leadership yes, a great idea. A city has a way of running yes, a great idea.
Well
You will always. A city has a way of running
Greetings, adventurer. Just the Do you see these trembling children? Whatever they witnessed last night, it's left them terrified. They just shake with fear. Won't say a word to me, no matter what. If we can warm them up a bit, maybe they'll talk. How about those would be wonderful, but costly. Firewood should do the trick. Would you be so kind as to chop some firewood for these poor children? Yes, you know, lumbering. You just need an axe to fell the trees. Would you be so kind as to...
Okay. Shut down.
Would you be so kind as to chop some firewood for these? Wow! Thanks, adventurer! There you go! How's that, children? Warmer?
Yes, I feel a bit better. I snuck into Hyde Castle, and there were ghosts. So many ghosts.
What? Ghosts? Nonsense. There's no such thing. Thank you for your kindness, adventurer. The leftover firewood will come in handy on cold days.
Yeah.
What? Ghosts? Children are so much fun. I knew I could count on you. Here. A city has a way of running amok if its leadership slacks off. One must... Yes, good idea. A city has a way...
My nerves.
Things aren't going quite as planned. Seems we might need to try a different approach. Oh, aren't you the adventurer accompanying Lady Jarrett? Can I ask a favor of you? I've been a trade manager for quite some time, so I know how things get around here. But new trends are always on the horizon, and one must keep abreast of what's currently popular. That said, I don't have the time to see for myself, but if you could investigate the matter on my behalf... Things aren't going quite as planned. Seems we might need... Things aren't going quite as planned. Things aren't going quite as planned. Things aren't going quite as... Things aren't going quite... Things aren't... Things aren't going... Things aren't going quite as... Things aren't going quite... Things aren't... Things aren't... Things aren't... Things are... Things... Things are... Things aren't going quite as planned. Things aren't going... Things aren't going quite... Things aren't going... Things aren't... Things aren't... Things are... Things are... Things are... Things aren't... Things aren't going quite as planned. Seems we might need to try a different approach. Things aren't... Things are... Things are... Things are... Things are... Things... 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 Things are... Things... 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 Things aren't going quite as planned. Things aren't going... Things aren't going quite as planned. Things are... Things... Things aren't going quite as planned. Try speaking with Player, the Central Market Director. Tekthon, the blacksmith, and Dora Fonte, the jeweler, are also quite well informed. They will likely have the information I seek. Thanks again for doing this for me.
Okay.
You can entrust your goods without worry. What's trending these days? Well, the increase in taxes did lower interest in luxury items. Though, with that said, fan flamingo plumes are always in high demand. You won't lose out if you trade through me. Do you want me to teach you?
Friends. Yes. I have many orders for self-defense items. People must have caught wind of the imps running rampant in nearby lands.
That's not...
Gemstones are not something to be bargained with. The gemstones I carry are all worth their value. You can make a lightweight plume by processing. What I deal in is not luxury, but necessity. Those who seek to protect themselves come to me. I did have a spike in sales recently. Even Sir Jourdain himself made some purchases. Perhaps he intends to distribute them among his soldiers.
Gemstones are not something to be bargained with.
You came to see me. I guess, is that so? What interesting rumors. Well, I know exactly what to do now. A merchant should enjoy large crowds.
Head on. This is.
A city has a way of running amok if its leadership slack. Yes, good idea. A city has...
Hey, you there! Over here! You're the one! I can feel it! The inspiration, it's welling up inside of me. But what is it that I still lack? You! You! You've got to be my muse! Please! You're the key to my artistic enlightenment. Maybe. Just do me this small favor. Shout out loudly. Peanut butter jelly time! Please! I beg of you! This is of utmost importance! Inspiration is slipping away! Go on now! Peanut butter jelly time! Just do me this small favor. Shout out loudly. Peanut butter jelly time! Ah! Ah! There it is! I feel it! The rumbling of the crowd! Ah! Ah! There it is! Yes! Yes! This is it! This delicate feeling, the sensation of everyone's eyes on me! Thank you! You are most helpful!
Jesus.
A city has a way of running amok if its leadership slacks off. Your work is impeccable. You're growing on me, you know that? With a bit of refinement, I'd almost believe you a citizen of Heidel. You've pleased me somewhat, but you should still put in greater effort. Do as I ask, and you'll become one of us in no time. That reminds me, Sir Jordine briefly mentioned that there's trouble brewing at Elder Farm. Helping out with small city affairs is well and good, but solving a major problem would hasten his approval of you. Let's hurry. Elder Farm...
Oh.
Elder Farm is located south of Heidel, just beyond the Demi River.
Okay. Oh.
Welcome, I'm Coco, Pierre's daughter. How can I... Oh, Lady Jarette. And with a new bodyguard to escort her. No way, she can't have known.
Go on. Oh.
And with a new bodyguard to escort. What business brings the Lady of Heidel to this grubby old farm? Is there something I can do for you?
As Sir Jordine is occupied with other matters, I have come in his stead as his betrothed. Surely you've no issue with that?
Ah, is that the case? Well, of course, if you must, you must.
Young lady, you dare hold such a tone to speak with such derision to me! You heard that cheeky, insolent cur! I saw that smirk! You, come here this instant!
Oh, as you wish, milady.
Oh, I know what you're up to. Elder Farm supplies the plumes from fan flamingos, don't you?
We do. What of it? They've been out of fashion for quite some time.
Fan flamingos are the pride of Heidel. Noble women of Calphion can't get enough.
No wonder the Grand Chamberlain pays you such little attention. With that kind of horrid taste in fashion.
Excuse me! What did you just say? You think I didn't hear you? Right. We have work to do. I want a full inspection of the farm immediately.
What? You can't just show up here and... as if we aren't already working ourselves to the bone. Fine. If that's your wish, milady. I need to make preparations. A moment, if you will. And you? Are you Lady Durette's new servant? Or a bit of hired muscle? Doesn't matter. I'm supposed to be collecting fan flamingo plumes, but I have to deal with this inspection now. So I have no choice but to rely on you for help. Collect some fan flamingo plumes for me, will ya?
That girl. Something about her irks me. The way she smells... I can't quite put my finger on it.
What? Oh, you're already done? Oh, my days. You're pretty good. Ever considered working on a farm? Got your hands full, do you? Ah, well. I didn't think you'd be back so quickly. I'd best be off to see Lady Durette. See ya.
What has that left for her? Ada Costa Cabo.
See? All in order. We'd like to remind Her Ladyship that our farm was named this year's model taxpayer. We've never evaded paying our dues to the city, not even once. We have nothing to hide.
Paying taxes is nothing special as a Serendian. Looks like you had a good harvest year. Come on, adventurer. You did well today. Drinks are on me. I'll meet you at the Golden Toad Inn, remember? It's the place where we met Lara earlier.
We've never evaded paying our dues to the city, not even once. We have nothing...
Merchant Guild would bring great profit.
Roy got us a wonderful spot. Is it to your liking? Now, let's see if you can outdrink a one-time princess. What, you think I used my privilege to get this spot? I would never take seats from my people. Come now, drink. Here, let me pour you one. Don't tell me you forgot how to drink as well. This here is a mead made with honey from Alejandro Farm. Even Calphionians love it. It's little more than water to us Serendians. Now, bottoms up, all at once is the only way. What's that look? You don't think I poisoned it, do you? I would have done that back in Balneso had that been my intent. I can tell if you're drunk. Your face will be bright as red nose. Me, I can drink down a whole barrel and feel nothing. Aha! Now you're a true Serendian. Now it's my turn. Ah, that hits the spot! Alright, let's get ourselves another round. I finally have a drinking partner! Cheers! Cheers! That hits the spot. Bottoms up! Ah! Jardine is so witty! His betrothed is making so much effort. Like, does he not see me going around working so hard for him? I mean, I know he's busy, but can he come see me sometimes? Oh.
Phobius, you're up.
Right. Chairman of the Idle League of Merchants, Bobby Lord. Time's up. Do you ever plan to repay your debt? Huh? My axe thirst for blood. You better quench it.
I told you, I need a few more days.
And how long has it been? We've shown enough leniency. Miss your deadline again, and we take the inn, as per our contract.
The Jean Merchant
Calphion,
Guild would
those
bring great
scoundrels.
profit to Heidel.
People are going to laugh at me.
Oh. Yes.
Sir Jordine, the only hope for Heidel. Calphion, those scoundrels.
Greetings, adventurer. I am Lady Dret's handmaiden, Carolyn. The lady's sudden, lapse into unconsciousness must have startled you. I anticipated as much and was waiting outside. I will return her ladyship safely home. Have no fear of that. Enjoy the rest of your evening beneath the Serendian moonlight. My lady? Wakey wakey! Lady Dret? Oh, forgive me, my lady! I'm going to slap your soul back into you! Oh, yes. Please, go ahead. I will answer what I can. Oh, if it's about slapping Lady Dret, don't mind me. Consider it her handmaiden's privilege. Isabel Encarosha, the Heidel branch manager of the Calphion Jean Merchant Guild, and her associate, Povius. I'm sure you're already well aware, but Serendia is currently under Calphionian rule. We can't help it. She is the sole heiress of House Encarosha, who holds a seat in Calphion's parliament. You don't strike me as the type to heed advice. I can only hope you bring Our Lady no harm.
Och visst. Lite.
Serendians are so pathetic, unable to meet a simple deadline.
That's none of your business. You want to talk to Lady Isabel? You go through me first.
It's all right, Povius. I know this one. You're the breaker of chains, aren't you? What business could the savior of Balneso have with me? I haven't a black stone to speak of. Oh, are you looking to make some silver? Savior or not, I don't hire just anyone. So, you did lose your memory, and your understanding of the ways of this world, it seems. I'm a merchant. Information is as good as gold, and all information finds its way into my pockets. So, it's only logical that I know the description of the one who was the talk of all Balneso.
You're Lady Jarrett's guest. Please, can you help me?
Grace was truly brilliant. How did the guild end up with a man such as this as its head?
You're helping the Grand Chamberlain, right? Then help me first. I lead the merchants here. Sir Jordine tasked me with something important, though I've been ensnared in this scheme and need your help.
Povius, have you sharpened your axe? I feel we shall have need of it shortly.
Lady Jarrett here. She would have insisted on aiding me. Please, I beg of you. You're the savior of Velia. I'm sure Chief Igor gave you quite a reward. Perhaps you could part with some small sum of silver? I'll return it all, and then some.
I can't bear to watch this any longer. Are you really going to help this pauper? Very well. Head to the Lynch farm and collect the Merchant League's debt. In return, I'll waive this month's interest for him.
Isabel, you know that's impossible. Marana Lynch is dead. They can't pay off the debt. Damn. Look, please help me any way you can. I'm sure the Grand Chamberlain will be grateful for your help. I don't know where you hail from, but if you help me resolve this, I will personally vouch for you.
Help him? Have time. Dead.
Is Sir John...
Either.
What? Bobby Lauren? Money? Ugh, step aside! Look at this mess. Does it look like I've got money? Want to pick a fight with a woman with nothing left to lose? Ha! I didn't think so. Now get over there and out of the way! What do you mean you can't drive the imps out? You're elite soldiers! You just plan on standing around? I can't just give up the biggest farm in the north! Where'd all our tax money go? Do you know how much I've paid? My husband's dead. I've even lost my wedding ring. This farm is all I have left of him. It's all I have. Calm down. This farm was our everything. How can everyone tell me to give it up so easily? Unhand me! I'd rather tear every imp apart with my bare hands, even if it means following my husband into an untimely grave!
Are you genuinely asking or mocking us? Look at the sheer number of them. We'd be marching to our deaths. The imps here were once altar imps, tasked with the sacred duty of protecting the wizard's altar. They used to live here peacefully, coexisting with the villagers. But at some point they started showing their true colors. Anyway, our orders were not to get rid of the imps, but to stop this madwoman from provoking them.
Is that so? I'd love to take you at your word, but even those soldiers are hesitant to fight them. If you're here seeking an honorable death or something, please do it out of sight. I don't need that on my conscience. How did you handle them all on your own? Adventurer, please, I must beg one more favor. Please! Inside there is the house where my husband and I used to live. We fled in such a hurry, I left my wedding ring behind.
Wedding. What a joke. It does.
You're more skilled than I anticipated. Have you already had a run-in with the imps? Nothing out of the ordinary. Checking on the diligence of my debt collectors is a regular task. And if they were indeed diligent in their duties, I might have information to share as a sort of bonus. The leader of the altar imps here is called Dastard Beg. Surely you didn't think the elites of Hydel dared not approach on account of a few imps, did you? An imp larger than dear Povius here, and of even greater strength. Much like the Red Nose you defeated in Balneso, Beg was a troublesome imp, instigating duels whenever he could. He was quite the headache for Hydel. He was unnaturally strong, and went undefeated, mercilessly crippling every fighter who stood against him. So, Hydel sought out the best mercenary they could find. Thus, Liberto was welcome to Serendia to solve the problem. After losing to Liberto, he no longer sought duels. Instead, he and his minions laid traps or ambushes, attacking and butchering those caught unaware. Now, people call him Dastard Beg for his cowardice. As for Liberto Lynch of Dandelion, it's said he settled down in Serendia after defeating Beg. Rumor has it that Beg returned after the sighting of a man clad in black. Just like with Red Nose, your countenance seems to question how I know so much. I told you, I'm a merchant. Gathering information is my trade. It behooves me to get rid of him, so fear not. The cost of this information is included in your fee. Anyway, it seems you're handling the task well, so I'll be returning to Heidel. Do take care not to get hurt, won't you? Oh, and also, despite the soldiers' best efforts, Beg continues to elude them. You can do better, can't you?
What is her game? Please. Out. Perfect. Yeah. Your eye from between the parts. Checkmate. Find an odd one. There are letters. After letter it. Yes. Oh. Old tower high into the sky. Our batteries are set off. The first third round there. Tre. Questa vedi? Tre.
I'll tear you apart with my heart. I am the strongest. I am the strongest.
Huh? What the? Oh, the heck. 34. Here. Engraved on the side of the ring are the Rana Testament blood. Wedding ring, Caroline. I have done.
Yes! This is my ring! Thank you so much! Oh, thank you! Oh, Morana! My husband was never on good terms with Sir Jordine. I thought that may have been why he sent such riffraff. I thought they were worse than Calpheon. I'm truly blessed to have met you, adventurer. Here, this is everything I have. Now that I have the ring, nothing else matters. This amount should be more than enough to settle our debt with that bastard Bobby Lauren. Whatever silver is left over is yours, adventurer. Without debt haunting me, I can easily turn a profit again.
Idle.
Why can't they understand that?
The farm was in such a mess. How did you... It seems Lady Jarette has a good eye for talent. Yes! Oh, I will make sure to tell the Grand Chamberlain of your deeds. I'm sure this isn't the last we'll be seeing of each other.
With this.
Be holding her head high
The
for
Jean merchant.
There you are. I hear you helped Bobby Lauren. He's the Grand Chamberlain's right hand, so well done. Calpheon's Jean Merchant Guild has been greedily eyeing Heidel's market. It's you who've thwarted their ambitions. Ah, Lady Jarette requests your presence. Please come to the palace. I shall go ahead and make the necessary preparations. Do come in a timely manner. I'll be waiting.
Open those small eyes of yours.
Oh, van ott egy kastély. De került egy kastély. Okay.
Oh, just when will they arrive? What would make that old man Roy work faster? I was much too soft on him last time. I'll make sure to act more firmly from now on, and... Adventurer! Finally, Sir Jordine is looking for you. Let's hurry before he gets pulled into a meeting. It took a lot of effort to get you this opportunity.
Oh.
You should be honored, adventurer, to walk the palace grounds with me. that is Sir Royg's office. I say it's far too nice, considering his position. I'm sure you've heard much about our Grand Chamberlain. He may seem a bit particular at times, but beneath it all, he's quite the gentle soul. Especially toward talented individuals. I'm sure you more than fit those qualifications. Here we are, the Grand Chamberlain's office. Rather modest for his authority, don't you think?
Cover. Yes. Things. Caps lock. Oh. I guess we'll. Oh my god, okay.
Adventurer, welcome. It's not much, but make yourself at home. Praise for you has been abundant in my circles. I simply couldn't resist extending an invitation to meet. I share a dream with the people of Serendia, for our homeland to prosper far beyond that of Calphion. For the happiness of the citizens of Serendia, will you help me fulfill this dream? There's a castle ruins to the southeast of Serendia, land named Montvedel that once belonged to a count. Now it's nothing more than a den for traitors who discarded their oaths of loyalty like worn-out shoes. They must be brought to justice.
But Sir Jordine, that's where Owl is. He's your friend. You can't kill him.
My lady, there is not a soul alive unaware of the threat that Lord Alfonso Rundi's forces pose for Heidel. Our friendship is what's kept him alive this long, but the safety of this country is my top priority. As future inheritor of this dukedom, you must also be strong. The people look to you as a beacon of truth and justice.
Joe!
I should be seeing to the Montvedel ruins personally, but my forces are currently engaged with the Biragi bandits. Moreover, the fact that Alfonso Rundi and I were once friends is well known among the people of Serendia. So it is fortunate timing for a talented adventurer such as yourself to be here now. Will you help me? They are gaining strength by pillaging the surrounding area. We cannot let them extend their reach to Moretti Farm. If you succeed in taking down the Montvedel forces, I promise you honor and fortune, and I shall do everything I can to help you find the White Witch. I've been investigating a missing person case lately. When we next meet, I may have something to share on the matter. Of course, I will await your answer. My lady, please excuse me. I have a meeting to attend.
Adventurer, come to my chambers.
Oh! Oh! Taki się szedł. No, koszty. Again, okay. Tip.
So, I must be strong and just, as Sir Jordine said. A friend's life for the people of Serendia. There's something you should know before you depart for Montvedel.
Yeah.
Jordine Ducasse, the son of a secretary. Alfonso Rundi, the son of a knight. And me, Dorette Domingat, the youngest daughter of the king. All hailing from different backgrounds, yet we were friends. To one another, we were Joe, Al, and Jerry. Always playing happily with one another. As we grew older, we began to realize the differences in our status. Then everything changed when Kelfion attacked. Joe and Al, those carefree scoundrels, enlisted to fight under General Cliff. I remained within the castle walls, entirely unaware of how the war was unfolding. When word came that the enemy was at our door, I tried to escape, but was captured by Calphion. I took a blow to the head when I was taken prisoner. I thought surely my end had come. But when I opened my eyes again, I found myself in Jordine's arms. A strong jaw, a sharp nose, the sound of labored breathing. My heart races each time I recall that moment. After the war, he rose to the rank of Grand Chamberlain. He proposed to me, making us heirs to Serendia. But instead of celebrating our union, Al locked himself away in his estate, refusing to ever see me again. What horrors must he have endured in the war? I cannot fathom how we three came to be in such a state as this. That said, Alfonso Rundi is still my friend. But as Sir Jordine said, I must steel myself for the sake of my state. Promise me, swear, that you won't kill him. Do you understand? I need your word that his life will be spared. Now, I wonder what meeting Sir Jordine's attending. Roig told me he had nothing scheduled today. Come to think of it, he didn't head toward the meeting room. Could he be seeking a private audience with Father at a time like this? And it's right on the heels of his proposal regarding Alfonso. I have a bad feeling about this. We must go.
Can be heard from.
Grand Chamberlain, Sir Edmund Dawson of the extraction mill, still complains about the delivery schedule.
He's trying to pin his embezzlement on us.
What are you talking about? Speak plainly, Jordine.
Bring in the sword. Sir Edmund sent me this sword as a gift. It appears ordinary at first glance, but were you to hold it yourself, you would sense the darkness within, like gripping a shadow. It's undoubtedly been refined, with Pure black crystals, likely pilfered from our extraction mill.
Those Calphion scum. When will they leave us be? Well, at least it's not about Alfonso. I'll personally deal with the black crystals later. For now, let's focus on the task at hand. Let's first head to the Moretti farm and assess the situation. It's closest to Montverdel, so we're bound to find something. I'll personally deal with the black crystals later.
Yeah.
This is Moretti Farm, the granary of Serendia. And just south of here is Montverdel territory. Lately, there's been a noticeable increase in soldiers in Montverdel, despite it being nothing but ruins. Which means either they're stealing from Moretti Farm, or they're getting help. Well, now that we're here, how should we approach this? We can't just outright ask if they're colluding with Al, can we? This is Moretti Farm, the granary of Serendia. And just south of here is Montverdel territory.
What if he has glasses?
That could work. You're smarter than you look. We'll just go in like we're here on regular business. Right. Give them a casual greeting, Dret. Don't seem too stiff, and don't lose your temper. Deep breath.
Oh, yeah.
Greetings. I am Mercianne Moretti. I run Moretti Farm. How can I help you, adventurer? Oh, and Lady Jarette.
Hello. Oh, there's that scent again. Why does it haunt me so? Ah, Mercianne, it's been some time. I hope you're paying your taxes on time?
Taxes? Wasn't that last week? They went up a fair margin, but we paid them without complaint.
Oh, is that so? There's that scent again. Why does it haunt me so? Yes, I was wondering the same. Why are soldiers hanging around a farm?
They're mercenaries from Medea, currently protecting the farm.
What? Median forces on your farm? Surely you haven't forgotten where your allegiances lie.
What am I to do then? I requested Heidel to send troops to fend off the monsters, but they never came. Do you know how much I've spent on them? If you don't enjoy their presence, send some soldiers of your own.
Rappers going everywhere. Yeah, man. Uh-huh. Oh, Goblino.
It's been ages since I requested soldiers, and she brings me just one. What do you expect them to accomplish? Just like that? I can't believe it. After everything I did. Actually, why didn't the Lord send someone like you earlier?
This one here is one of mine. Could you send your mercenaries away now?
Of course. But I already paid for their services. Oh well, I guess I could give them some farm work. Whew, I thought all the wheat over there was lost. I'm glad I'll be able to harvest it now. Is there something else you need? Or are you looking for some work here? If so, you can ask the workers here. Rewards won't be much, but should be worth your while. Why ask me? I'm swamped with work on the farm, and have no time to care what goes on over there. You saw how many monsters were in the wheat field just now, right?
Mercian, I'm here for the supplies. Let's quickly be done with it.
Ah, Coco, just in time. Everything's ready in the barn. Oh.
See, Povius? It's just as I told you. Serendians all have secrets they're hiding. So, the intel of Moretti Farms siphoning grains was true. You know, you could have settled your debt with that.
I said I needed just one more week, Lady Isabel. You can't just barge in like this. Besides, you agreed to the extension. I mean, do you not trust me? Have you no faith?
Ah, so you're saying Serendians are trustworthy? And how much of my goodwill must I extend? One lends money but does not receive, while the other does not return what was loaned. Who's the villain? Of course it's the latter. Besides, I'm not pressing her for immediate payment. I'm just reminding her that the date is forthcoming. So, what brings you here, adventurer? All of the troops at the castle ruins by yourself? You're good, but that would truly be impressive. You know, many who took loans from our Jean Merchant Guild claimed they did so. I was just about to go and remind the Baron of his debt. But I heard a disturbing rumor going around. Word is that he's gotten his hands on a black stone. I'm not foolish enough to discuss debts in such circumstances, yet here I find you, heading the same way as I, prepared to do my dirty work for me.
Didn't the Scarecrow attack you on your way here?
So, I'd like to request you to be my escort. You might as well be under my official employ.
Isabel, I'm literally standing right here. You cannot be so bold when thieving my champions from me.
Oh, I had no such intention. If ever the adventurer goes to Caltheon, I merely wish to offer my assistance. As it happens, I too am on my way to the Eastern Gateway. The more the merrier when it comes to traveling, hence my proposal.
If you dare pull such a stunt in front of me again, I'll have the Jean Merchant Guild's business license revoked.
Of course, my lady. Of course.
Serendia's fate is like a candle in the wind, and yet I'm here blockading some beat-up land. The Baron of Montvidel, no, Alfonso should know better. All of Serendia should be fighting together. Oh, so you're the one Sir Jordine spoke of? But why are you alone? This is not good.
Sir Havano Tito, did you just doubt the judgment of our Grand Chamberlain? Hold your tongue and give us the status report.
What? Lady Durette? What brings her ladyship to such dangerous... Yes, my lady. Right away. As you can see, not so good. We're barely keeping them from marching through. Where did they get the funding to maintain such a large force, damn it? That Alfonso. Born to a knight in name alone, he worked the land same as me. Yeah, he distinguished himself in the war, even received a title for it. If I'd been as fortunate in finding good friends and a mentor, I'd probably be living the high life in Heidel by now.
Do I hear a mere captain belittling the efforts of a baron of Serendia? And in the presence of greater nobility, no less. If Captain Cliff were around, he would have demoted you into dust. Keep your wagging tongue behind your teeth, lest I take it from you.
Apologies, my lady. I'm just frustrated with the current situation. It's such an important time, but he's... So, how do you plan on fighting them? Gonna take them on by yourself? My lady, don't worry, I'm... Damn it, these bloody bastards! Lady Dredd, get inside! Lady Isabel, hurry! Shit! I will protect the ladies! Everyone, guard the gate! Wipe them all out!
Weapons only. Oh.
That power.
Let's take it. Escape my Blackstone. Oh.
Adventurer,
My lady!
I told you I've been taken hostage before. You can see what toll that's taken on me. Damn it. I hoped you'd never see this side of me. Just give me a moment to compose myself, would you? Adventurer, thank you. How did we end up like this? Alfonso Rundi was here, right? How was he? I want to know. Tell me. I only caught a glimpse, but he didn't seem human. More like a demon. I don't believe it. He was the paragon of justice. What could have driven him to such extremes? So, they've decided to settle it amongst themselves, have they? Truly, the minds of men are beyond my comprehension. I have to find Sir Roig and return to Heidel. I'll leave this to you, and again, do not kill him, okay? Thank you. I'll rest in Glish in the meantime. Cho, Al, what has happened to us?
Lady Isabel wishes to speak with you. Mind your manners and listen well.
My true purpose here is to parley with the Baron of Montvidel. I'll be needing your assistance. Who would have thought the Baron would change so? That's why your help has become even more crucial. I know you're not here to kill the Baron because of his ties to Lady Jarrett. Lady Jarrett is known for her hot temper, but she also cares passionately for those she holds dear. I'm certain your lady wouldn't consider this betrayal, and I'll reward you handsomely. I have full confidence in your ability to carry out this task. Povius will provide you with the pigeon.
I hope you've taken Lady Isabel's words to heart. Here, get it done.
Oba. Ó, felén. Oké, akkor itt meg is állunk. Folytatjuk legközelebb.